Hi, I'm Emily and I am here with Maya Murphy's attorney, Ephraim J. Fink. Attorney Fink practices at Maya Murphy's office in Westport, Connecticut, and is admitted to practice law in both Connecticut and New York. My question today for Attorney Fink is, my husband has a terminal condition and is not willing to bequeath me property after he dies. We do not have any children together, and I assume that he will give his property to his family members. What rights do I have?
Good morning, Emily, and thank you. When a married couple writes each other out of their wills or tries to disinherit the other, Connecticut has spousal elective share laws that might prohibit a complete passing over of the wife or husband. Unlike prenuptial or postnuptial agreements, wills are not a contract between spouses. They are a unilateral document in which an inheriting or non-inheriting beneficiary spouse did not have a say or input into the will's devised plan. Unless a couple gets divorced or addresses their respective estate plans in a pre or postnuptial agreement, then the spousal elective share law should come into effect. In this instance, if the couple is still married and have no children together, the Connecticut spousal elective share law could effectively be triggered upon the husband's passing. One of the rights that a surviving spouse has is called the right of election. The right of election means that the surviving spouse has the option to take a statutory share of property that passes under the will of the decedent. In plain language, this means that if your husband or wife passes away, you can decide what you want to take as a designated portion of his or her estate that Connecticut's statute allows you to take, rather than the amount of money or property that was actually left to you in the will. If your spouse leaves you more money than you would be entitled to under Connecticut's spousal elective share, you don't have to worry about this law, and you can just inherit the assets that were allocated to you in the will. However, if your husband or wife leaves you nothing in his or her will, or leaves you a very small inheritance while providing the bulk of his or her assets to someone else, then you do not just have to accept being disinherited. Instead, you can exercise your right of election, and you'll take the elective share or the share of the estate that Connecticut statute says you're allowed to take. Generally, the disinherited spousal elective share in the Connecticut law is that she or he receives 1/3 of the estate remaining after debts and taxes and the costs of estate administration are paid. But there is a catch. You only get a life estate in the property, which means that he or she has the right to use it for life, such as a house. But you can't leave it to beneficiaries in your own estate plan. When the beneficiary spouse dies, it then reverts back to the decedent's estate to pass to the originally intended other beneficiaries. One key timing matter is that the spouse claiming such an elective share right must file this claim with the proper probate court where the estate is being administered within 150 days of the initial probate petition. If you believe your spouse has written you out of his or her will, or is trying to leave you less than what they promised you or what you think you are entitled to, please contact me today at Maya Murphy PC at 203-221-3100.
Attorney Fink is available 24/7 and can be reached by calling 203-221-3100. You can also email Attorney Fink at efink@mayalaw.com, and please visit mayalaw.com for more information.